Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're diving together into Holiday Cup Great League Edition. We have a pretty solid line with Abomasnow on the lead, Altaria and Lantern. Those two at the back can easily be called bulk line, and you're gonna see that in no time they can take the hits, leave those shields for the end game, and of course take some shields in return, or just win you some critical matchups like this one against the Vigoroth. Also, you're gonna see that Abomasnow is gonna be a critical lead. Most of the times you're gonna get a very good lead, especially against a grass type, a Lantern, or even something like a Flyer, a Pidgeot, or an Altaria, so that your Abomasnow can be in a very good spot overall. Here I return in with my Abomasnow because I know that my Lantern stands no chance against that Revenant, so we still have the upper hand. At the back lies the Dunsparce, and at this point I'm just gonna switch out to my Lantern. Dunsparce is a very nice core breaker for this line, not only because of that Rock Slide doing super effective damage both to the Altaria and the Abomasnow, but also with the Drill Run dealing super effective damage to my Lantern, almost two-shotting that entire thing down. And if that tells you something, well, Lantern is a bulky beast. At this point, we're just gonna go down to the Drill Run. Doesn't matter at all, we still have the shield, they have none. All we need to do here is to farm up to a double Weather Ball, and with that in mind, we're expecting the switch, but it doesn't matter at all. Just gonna go here for the Weather Ball, since we have two ready to go, one for the Trevenant, one for the Dunsparce, and that is gonna be a fantastic start for our team here. Into the next one, and we're facing a trainer with a Pidgeot upon the lead. Okay, that's fine with me. They are not switching out yet, so I'm expecting the switch at some point. And of course, I'm just seeing them staying in, so I'm just gonna go here for the Weather Ball. I know I can outspeed them, they do not have gas, they have the Wing Attack, which has been updated and it's much more deadly at this point. So let's go here for another Weather Ball, gonna grab that second shield, and I will try to catch the move on the Lantern. You can see that this happened successfully with the Wither Dance. Doesn't matter at all about the debuff, because all we want to do is to preserve our Abomasnow for the end game. We are seeing that at the back there is gonna be the Lantern, so I'm just gonna go here for some Thunderbolts, and I say some because otherwise I could easily go for a double and almost knock out this entire thing, but with the debuff, well, things are not getting towards my way, so let's see how we can adapt to the situation. I'm just gonna go here for the last second serve, although my IVs are kinda low on the attack stat, so down we go on the CMP, and at this point I'm just gonna go in with my Altaria trying to catch on the Abomasnow. So here comes now that Abomasnow of mine, able to get the Thunderbolt. They undercharge it, but still not enough to finish me off. I know they want to farm me down. I will not let them do it because I have now that Altaria at the back, and they sniped me down, of course, with that Pidgeot with wing attacks. We have a shield, a healthy Altaria, but they still have a mystery Pokemon at the back. It is gonna be the Galvantula, so that means that we have to guess right here. It is gonna be just a launch. Let's go trainers, even with the debuff. At this point, it doesn't matter at all. The Moonblast is just gonna do a lot of damage at that Galvantula. Down they go. Lantern returns, but with this amount of HP, it doesn't matter at all. This is gonna be an easy victory for our team. Another grass type up on the lead. And if you're wondering, okay, Ganeto, what is this all about? Are you having only grass types and flyers up on the lead? Guess what? I do not. I have some fighters as well. I have some really bad leads as well. You're gonna see that on the entirety of this video. You know me, I do not like to showcase the same leads all the time. All I want to do here is to go ahead, provide you more information with this team and how to play it against various lead scenarios. Of course, with Abomasnow, you're gonna end up having a lot of very good leads, so there is no point in showing you only Trevenants or only Venusaurs, because I'm just gonna do a little bit of all of them. So at this point, I will try to farm them down. This is not gonna happen. They come in with that Powder Snow from the Frostlass to snipe me down. Down we go, and we end up losing all that energy. So we're going with that Lantern of ours, and we have a solid answer against that Pokemon with our Thunderbolt. They take it, and we have so much energy that we have to start and spend it with our Abomasnow. Weather Ball here on the shield, and we are already there for one more, but I'm not gonna throw because I know I'm gonna lose that CMP. Gonna farm up a little bit more here. We are both shieldless, but we have kinda the upper hand now with our energy here. They come in with a Venusaur, they try to catch a move, but at this point it doesn't matter. Let's go with Weather Ball on the double, and one more for the victory. From one shadow to another, Venusaur doesn't stand a chance at all on the Great League format. I'm deserting to the next one. I think I know this trainer. Into the next one now with that Frostlass, and we just have to land that bait, or actually not land the bait, gonna take the shield with the bait or land that energy ball. It's all the baiting game, you know how it is. So let's go now with that weather ball. I'm just gonna shield whatever they throw, because of course that avalanche is gonna be a knockout move for me, and I do not want to lose my Abomasnow for now. So Frostlass overall a pretty bad lead, I can say, especially in the 2-shield scenario. However, I go here for that bait and they do not shield. Yeah, that was a bummer at this point. So I end up losing a little bit of extra energy and a little bit of extra health, but it doesn't matter. I can still reach to the energy ball for the knockout against the Aurorus, but they end up shielding anyway, so it doesn't matter at all. Gonna go in now with my lantern, and they are gonna get there to the meteor beam, of course, I believe. Yeah, look at that. I just got beamed here, and let's go now with the surf, but they managed to catch on their final Pokemon, which is a lantern of their own. Doesn't matter at all. We have Spark here, and that is looking pretty solid. Gonna charge up to that surf option pretty fast, and now we're gonna go in with our Altaria. I'm seeing them getting a lot of damage from that Dragon Breath of mine, and I can see that Water Gun damage doesn't do anything at me, so I'm just gonna completely farm down here, reach to the Moonblast, but they end up getting that CMP. This means now that they're kinda energy dry, so we have to go in with the Lantern, get to the Surf. Is this gonna be enough trainers? No, it is not, leaving the Aurorus on the red, and we just have to go ahead, use now another Surf to finish them off, and guess what? We can do exactly that, because that Weather Ball almost did nothing, so down they go to the following move. Into the next one now, with the Abomasnow facing the Victory Bell upon the lead. Pretty solid lead here, so we want to stay in. At the back they have a Pelipper, and I think they just got themselves algorithmed here, because yeah, we have a very hard counter upon the lead, a very hard counter at the back, and all I want to do here is to go ahead and completely farm down. Don't care about the moves, we resist everything, and Lantern can really hold on not only to those IVs and the typing, but also to its amazing bulk. Let's go here with the Thunderbolt. Gonna deal a nice chunk to the Victory Bell, but I got greedy there. Could have easily gotten to that Surf. It doesn't matter, it makes no sense, because at the back they have another Flyer, and at this point both of my Pokemon can deal with Victory Bell pretty easily. Gonna get there now to the extra Weather Ball, and I think we can get to another one before we get farmed down. Yes, we can. That is looking pretty solid. So let's go with that final Weather Ball. We still have 2 shields, and Altaria comes in. Whatever they throw, I'm just gonna block here, not gonna risk anything weird happening, so they know that. Down they go, and of course they surrender. At this point we're just gonna go with a Noctowl into the next one, and we're having the Abomasnow with a lot of pressure against the Flyer. Let's go now with the Weather Ball. Gonna deal a lot of damage to that Pokemon. They end up shielding the first one, so I was like, you know, you want to play this game? I'm just gonna do that. Whatever there is at the back must be another Pokemon, at least one, weak to my Abomasnow here. So they try to catch to a move to that Vigoroth. This is not gonna happen at all. I have a very good safe switch against that Vigoroth, and that is gonna be my closer, the Altaria. So Altaria is most probably gonna be used most of the times for that Vigoroth matchup, because a lot of trainers do use this one. Doesn't matter at all even if I lose, because it's gonna be a soft loss, which means that Lantern can go in and charge up a little bit of extra energy. So Lantern now with the Sparks, they have a Lantern of their own at the back. They know that they stand no chance at all, especially against my Abomasnow, so that is gonna be a very nice game. Look at how easy it is for that Abomasnow to do solid work against their teams, not only because of their alignments, but also because of that pure typing that Abomasnow has, able to get a lot of dirty plays against a lot of meta mons on the current meta, which you're gonna see a lot on the same team. We also have an Altaria and a Lantern, so we face something like an Abomasnow at the back. Well, we are kinda doomed. So yeah, you can see how crazily good that Abomasnow is, and I'm really surprised as to why not a lot of trainers are using Abomasnow. So let's go here for that Thunderbolt, able to deal a lot of damage to that poor Frostlass, and of course now we're just gonna block once, because we know they're gonna get to the Shadow Ball for the first one. It is almost like a 99% probability that the first one is a Shadow Ball, so blocking the Shadow Ball at least once is gonna be the main key to win this battle with the Lantern. Another Shadow Ball, this time we're gonna take it, but look at how bulky this little whale, dolphin, whatever thing is. So we're just gonna have now the final matchup with the reveal. It is gonna be the Obstagoon, Fighter on the lead, Fighter at the back. So at this point we're just gonna go with the energy ball. Or was that at the lead the Frostlass? I totally forgot about that. But anyways, we still have the double fighter here. Gonna land the big move, that energy ball at the CMP, looking pretty solid, and we can safely farm down now. They're throwing their energy now with that Night Slash. We still have the shield, so down they go on the falling sparks. And Mohammed into the next one, my dear friend here. So we have the double up on the lead. Not the best lead ever, so I will try to catch the first body slam on my Lantern. I know they need 3 of those double kicks, so basically 3 times 2, yeah, 6. Anyways, gonna get now to that Lantern with a Thunderbolt, and they're gonna block here. So charm damage really spreads apart a lot of my energy, and seeing that the Ninetales out of the way, well, gives me a lot of hope that my Altaria can go in and start sweeping the entire thing. At this point, I'm just gonna go for the energy ball because I want to take that Ninetales out in one shot, but they can still survive from that Shadow Abomasnow, the damage. Oh my goodness, able to get there now to that weather ball before they reach to the move, which is looking pretty nice, and they are getting there to their own body slam because they're kind of afraid that I can reach to another weather ball. They have a Wigglytuff at the back, and trainers, this is not looking good. So that was a double charm from a friend trainer, and I was not expecting that. I called them Fiend right after that, yeah. I recall nothing. Anyways, into the next one now. Really great game there, okay, Mohammed. But yeah, double charm, not the best play. Anyways, we have now the Galvantula on the next one. We're just gonna block those lances while we can definitely outspeed to the move. Because yeah, Weather Ball is a better charging move other than those that Galvantula has. So at the switch, we're met up once again with a Vigoroth. We have seen that a lot on this video, and we're gonna see it, I believe, on the final one as well. Anyways, let's stay here because they keep pressing with those body slams, and this can still get tricky. Last time I was using my Altaria, I was going for the Sky Attack. They survived, and then they were able to finish me off. So I will just use here the Moonblast for the knockout against the Vigoroth. Frostlass comes in, and of course now I just have to go in with my Lantern, doing some solid work against that Frost. Shadow Ball is gonna connect big damage on my Lantern, but it doesn't matter. We still have a lot of energy to spare with my Abomasnow. Gonna get that shield out of that Galvantula, and of course I throw at the worst timing here. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, gonna recharge now with the Nice, because I know they can survive, especially after the debuff. Down goes Galvantula. We still have some energy, and that is gonna do a lot of damage on the Frostlass. I believe though that they can survive, but still my Lantern can do a solid work against that Pokemon, especially on the closing part. So Abomasnow definitely a very good Pokemon, as you can see, even against most of those neutral threats. Into the final one now, and if you're enjoying stuff like this, just be sure to leave a like before you go, or subscribe to the channel, because it really helps the channel grow no matter what. So here I'm just gonna go now for the Thunderbolt on the mirror, and they also have a Lantern, so I'm just gonna go for more Thunderbolts since they get a little bit greedy, I believe, over farming a lot. But at this point I believe that this trainer just wanted to have a lot of energy on their Lantern, and also no HP at all for my Abomasnow to farm down. So I can go in now with Abomasnow, try to farm them, but yeah, you can see that they are gonna spend their energy, and also I did not farm a lot. Otherwise I could farm a little bit more than usual. I'm expecting the Vigoroth to return, but I have the Altaria coming in really clutch here once again against the Vigo, and they are not switching out. What lies at the back, trainers? This is looking pretty weird for me right now, because those body slams still hurt, and I have the time to go ahead and use my Sky Attack here. We still have some extra energy, so we can definitely reach to another one before failing on the final Pokemon. And because I'm getting here, I'm just gonna spend the shield on my Altaria. That was not looking good, and I make the mistake of overcharging for no reason at all. Should have gotten there to the move and then switch out definitely. So I'm just gonna block the move now. I have to hope that they do not get the boost, but instead they go for the cross chop. Okay, let's see here what we got. Let's go with the Weather Ball. Gonna take the shield, one more for the knockout, but will this be enough, trainers? And of course it is, so that is gonna be a good game. Thank you for watching, everyone. As I have already said, like, subscribe, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.